24 hours from the second preseason game of the year for the Bills taking on the Bears in Chicago. We reported how Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs will not play, so there's that. Also, plenty of new developments surrounding the stadium negotiations. Pagula Sports and Entertainment doing some interviews this week, plus we're going to have a new governor about to take office amid these talks. A lot to discuss with one of our favorite guests. Vic Carucci joins us live right now. He is a Channel 2 Bills insider, longtime reporter and columnist covering the team and the NFL. And you can see him on Sports Talk Live and hear him on Sirius XM. Vic, you partially retired, but it takes me a long time to go through your resume. So there's that. Thanks for being here.
Doesn't feel all that partial.
Yeah, right. All right. I want to start with the stadium talks. That new report this week from our partners at Buffalo Business First revealing that some new sticking points in the negotiations are over Pagula Sports and Entertainment's proposed new Orchard Park Stadium. Apparently, the owners will not sign a lease extension until a long-term deal is reached, so that kind of puts the clock ticking on all of this. And apparently, the Orchard Park site is the only option under consideration at the moment. I wonder, what is your latest reporting on this and your reaction just to kind of the back and forth?
Well, not surprising at all, Michael, to see these pressure points form. And that is what pretty much all negotiations are about, but particularly when they involve the kind of money that you're dealing with a new stadium. And it's, again, happened in other cities. It's happened here before, as I wrote about way back in the 70s with Ralph Wilson threatening to move to Seattle, which didn't have a team at the time. You're going to hear this tough talk ramp up from the Bills' end as far as them making it clear nothing but a new stadium will do. And the price tag, which we know is going to hover in that $1.5 billion area, and is not going to be fully funded by them at all. In fact, I would say that their contribution will be far less likely than what their expectation of the public or state, county contribution is going to be to that price tag. So the pressure points are building. The talk is getting tough. And although you haven't heard them being the owners of the team, as Ralph Wilson did, specifically say, if this doesn't happen, we're moving period, or we're moving here. I don't think that's entered the discussion, but from a media standpoint, don't be shocked when you start hearing that, because that's the stuff I'm hearing from the league level, that they're prepared as a league supporting the Bills to say, look, we'll find a place for them to play if the region can't come through with a new stadium.
Yeah, it's interesting that Pagula Sports and Entertainment has this spokesperson out there doing interviews, but yet the county executive won't say anything, and the state, not giving any specifics. So there's a little bit of an imbalance there. Before we run out of time, though, I do want to talk about tomorrow's second preseason game. We mentioned Josh Allen isn't going to be playing. Quarterback Mitch Trubisky getting the start. He only threw the ball twice last week. So what do you anticipate from him, and how confident are you in him being a solid backup? And I guess, in the minute we have left, what else you're looking for tomorrow?
I think his resume says he's a solid backup. I don't know how much more evidence we're going to get with him playing in the preseason. And I don't think the Bills are looking to give him extended work, especially throwing the ball. I think there are probably more handoffs in order. You'll see him throw more against his former team, the Bears. But with Zach Moss healthy, want to work him in there and work on the running game. They're using the preseason games to work on the run, because in practice, where you can't tackle to the ground, where the contact is very limited, you don't really get to work on the running game to the extent that you can in a live game.
We'll be watching tomorrow and, of course, following those stadium negotiations. Vic Carucci has been our guest. Vic, have a great weekend.
You too, Michael.
All right, and hope all of you watching have a great weekend as well. That's going to do it for the Town Hall. We'll see you on Monday. In the meantime, if you have a question or comment for us, we'll show you our text line number. It is 716-849-2220. There it is. And stay with us. Kelly Dudzik joins me for Channel 2 News at 6 right after this.